Hi, Helen.
Hello.
Is Leo your friend?
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Leo is your
nice.
friend?
I love. I love the. What is that? How that is called?
It's just like I don't know, it's like a fold up, like it just folds.
Uh huh.
But I don't know, I got it on Amazon for like what, $25?
Nice. That's nice. The
Yeah,
good
I like it.
background though.
Yeah, I
It's
like
good
it because
background.
it's like it reminds me of karate and
I
I
see.
do martial arts, so it's something that I'm into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You enjoy it, right? when.
Yeah, I enjoy it and I enjoy like martial arts and like karate and
Mm-hmm.
kickboxing. So I enjoy that stuff. So that reminds me of all the kickboxing and martial arts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How was your day today?
Yeah. I feel sick a little bit. I don't know what happened,
Sick?
and yeah, you can hear my voice,
Really?
right? It's totally
A
different than
little,
last week.
a little bit. I'm a little
Yeah.
sick, but like only I'm congested in my nose. So I'm like wearing
Mm-hmm.
this like nose strip so I could
What
breathe better.
happened?
No, I just need to breathe better. I feel congested.
Oh,
I don't
really?
feel like, yeah, when I breathe, like there's a struggle to breathe. So these things they help. They make it
Mm-hmm.
easier to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's helping me too.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay right now? Did you see doctor yet?
No, I'm not gonna see the doctor because there's nothing like super contagious or
Important,
anything.
right? Yeah.
I just need a rest. I know I've probably been not eating the best food. Yesterday was Easter. Oh my God, I ate, no,
Hey,
the
yeah.
day before that was Easter. I was eating so much food,
Hey, yeah.
so
Hey,
that
yeah.
probably made me feel not good at all.
Uh-huh. What did you eat yesterday? I'm curious.
A lot of chicken, a lot of macaroni and cheese,
Uh-huh.
a lot of egg salad, and a big cake, like humongous, really, really tasty. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's so tasty.
It's good.
It was a coffee cake.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it just hurt my stomach super bad. That's one thing I needed to take care of. Stop overeating and make sure like to limit myself, self-control.
Right,
And
right.
that's one thing I understand I need to grasp more. Because with
Mm-hmm.
food, I love food. I've always loved food all my life. But as I'm getting older, I'm seeing it's gonna as I get older, I won't or how I feel. So I need to eat better.
Yeah, right, right, right.
Mm.
It seems
Or
you
water.
yeah, I love drink water, more water, Yesterday I drank maybe 2 to 3 cup a day. Yeah. Because my voice, my short throat, I have short throat a little bit, so that's why I have to drink more water. Yeah. To make sure that it's health. My throat is better.
Do
But
you have teas that you drink?
tea, yeah, I have tea. I
Yeah,
have tea. Maybe
good.
right after that I'm gonna to make one to drink tea, so my my voice can be better. Yeah, yeah. But it seems you are the one that very know how to take care of yourself, your health and yourself. Yeah.
Kinda. I could do a better job. I think we could all
Mm-hmm.
do a better job of taking care of ourselves.
I see. I see.
But
But it's not took too long to talk with you. Like, just want to catch up with you a little bit. But you
mm,
remember that I introduced with you, talk with you in chatting you on the messages that today we're gonna to I'm gonna to introduce you with the guy. That guy is he is my college. He worked in the project with me, and then today my voice wasn't good, so that's why he is available time today. Very lucky that I asked his time, and then he available today. So yeah, his name is Leo. Yeah, he's in screen right now. And hi, Leo. So this is Jacob. I met him at Mission College like a 2 months ago, right, Jacob?
Yeah,
Yeah,
about 2 months ago.
about 2 months ago. And when I talk about the vision and about the business, he kind of he catch up the vision and offer. And hey
Mhm.
Jacob, this is Leo. I just mentioned with you earlier that Leo had them as a leaders in our in our opportunity too. So he right now he's coaching and help other people to you know in his journey right now, in the in the business right now. So today I'm very lucky that asked his time and to help me today. So okay, so I just pass up
Thank
for
you,
you
Leo.
guys.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Hey,
your time today.
hi, hi, Juan, hi, Helen, hi, Jacob. Yes, this is Leo. So I'm guessing like you study in machine control.
Right now, I'm studying chemistry. I'm a chemistry major, and what I plan to do is be a neuroscientist. But one thing before all of this happened, I was really interested in meditation. I wanted to make a meditation organization or a nonprofit program of the school curriculum. And so that was something I was really interested in. I made a website, I made an LLC, and I was getting everything done, but then I put it to the side because I felt like school was the more important thing at the time, and maybe I
Mm-hmm.
needed a little bit more networking and a little bit more information about neurology and neurology for the sense that I could connect it with meditation. So that was
Wow.
kind of the goal beforehand, but now I'm here, and yeah, I'm just really interested in being a better person and getting to optimize my potential and optimize my opportunities. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's probably why I'm here today to talk with you.
Oh, sure. Wow, that's a lot of dreams and goals, right, Jacob?
Yeah,
You're a very ambitious guy. I can tell. Yeah,
thank you.
yeah. How old are you right now, Jacob?
I'm 19.
You're 19.
19.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
not many 19 years old, like people out there like they have the kind of like the vision like you. That's just
yeah,
only like just go focus on school.
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I think we just like a lot of people, they don't get time to just sit with themselves and understand who they are. And
Mm-hmm.
like I think all of us in this room have
Mm-hmm.
taken the time to understand, to question what we want, where we want to be in life, who do we want to how do we want to leave an impact on the world and all this stuff. And so once you ask that question, things start arising. So yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
Right. Sure. Yeah, it's kind of like more like universe. It's like until you ask something, then universe will send you the signal. Will send you the
Hmm.
signal. You only get what you ask for. It. Not you won't get until you ask for it. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
you're
this
right.
is something because for me, I'm also interested in learning about psychology and all kind of like spiritual, all kind of stuff because I believe. I'm not sure if you ever read the book called The Secret before.
The Secret by who?
I'm not really remember the author, but the book is named The Secret. It's more like
I
the yeah the main focus of that book is about the law of the attraction.
No objection.
The law
Hmm.
of the attraction. Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
that was really great. I think you might really like it because it's talk a lot about spiritual meditating,
Mm-hmm.
focus and all kind of stuff, and about the universe
Yeah.
language and universe
Mm-hmm.
signals. So I believe you will like that book a lot.
Mm-hmm. I read
Yeah.
that book before, and I really love it. And everybody we met, right? Everyone we met have the reason, and we don't met in random. Yeah,
Mhm,
you should
mhm.
read one time. Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing I believe that not everyone is perfect. So that's why maybe God send us together so we can perfect in each other, so we can perfect
Yeah.
each other. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's
I
what I
mean,
believe in too. Yeah.
yeah.
God is
I
like
believe
this. He like we're getting carried towards God in a way. We're getting carried towards perfection, but that only comes at the extent of us loving each other, being kind, being together.
right,
And that's at the end of the day, beyond the business, beyond the even the ambitions, it's just we have to love each other. And
right.
through that love, when you express that love out to the world, those
Hmm.
opportunities come. That comes back to the law of attraction, the law
That's
of
true.
loving. Loving is attraction. So when you love, you build this castle of yours
Right.
almost automatically. And so that's like that's the dream, you know?
Hmm.
That's the dream. I totally agree with you, dude. Totally.
I like what you just said, what you just shared with me, because something, so whatever you just shared with me is somehow aligned with what I've been taught in this business opportunity. Because even though my mentors and my coaches, they also believe in, you know, God and also like universe as well. Because that's
Yeah.
something part of our life. Because people, we have mental, we have physical, but we also need to have, spiritual,
Yeah.
to live this
Mm.
life. Yeah, so that's part of what I've learned from this business opportunity. And there's a saying that God only sends you things that it's kind of the opposite of what you want. So, for example, if you want some money, right? God will send you the job that you might not like to do it, but then now you have to overcome it in order to get the money. You have to overcome the hardness, the toughness of the job in order to get the money that you want. So, so over time, I live my life. So, like over 20 years, I live my life. I kind of like realize that every time I ask for something, God always send me the opposite thing for me to overcome, to deserve it, to overcome it, deserve it, and then get what I want. That's something I noticed about that. I'm not sure about you.
No, what you just said it made me smile so much because I see it every day in my own life. Like there are obstacles every day. I was just talking with Helen. I eat too much food, and I need to stop eating too much food. But I question myself, why am I eating too much? And then I'll go out in the world, and automatically food will come to me, making me want. I need to overcome it. It's that signal. So it's that obstacle. It will come to me, and I'll either indulge in it and then I'll fail and I'll have to learn the lesson next time, or I overcome and I endure. And that's just with food. It happens with everything, with school, with family, with every aspect of life. So I
Right,
100% reason with that. So
right,
thank you
right.
for sharing that. It
That,
makes me smile when somebody says it like that.
no problem, no problem. Maybe God sent us together for reasons, right, Jacob? Maybe right
Yeah.
person, right people, they in the right time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like when I heard that you talk about those things, I also kind of like resonate with me, because I'm also a person who want to study more about that, and also I want to, yeah, because I don't want to just build my own business without any, like, for spiritual, because it is the business only is very dry. But if you combine
Mm-hmm.
it with, spiritual and, something fun, you're gonna build it for life, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's part of the this opportunity. And yeah, I mean, just like just want to get to know more about you, Jacob, because we barely talked to each other before, right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like, so right now
Well, I
you
already
said
told
that,
I told you a little bit about me. What about you?
yeah, yeah. So I'm
I
guessing like
already told
you
me a
right
little
now,
about myself. I don't know about you.
yeah. Can you still hear me, Jacob?
Emotionally, logically.
Yeah, is it a little laggy?
Yeah, it's a little lagging.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you
Okay.
hear me now? Okay. Yeah, I was just saying, I told you a little bit about me, like the ambition I have. But what do? You go to San Jose State?
Right
And
now
what do
I'm
you
going
do?
to mission right now.
You go to mission too?
Three of
Okay, that's
us.
awesome.
Three of
All
us.
of us. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
We can go somewhere and then we met each other, you know?
Yeah. So
Okay.
so I came here from Vietnam 4 years ago,
Mm,
and I get started with studying ESL. I studied English first. And then it took me like 1 or 2 semesters to finish my English program. And after that, I studied biological sciences major, because I was trying to pursue nursing degree, because I love helping people, especially like children and also seniors people.
mm,
And then after that, since I'm not a citizen here, I'm international student, so I cannot afford the tuition fee and all kind of stuff. And also I saw that nursing, people who do nursing, they have, like, when the pandemic comes, I have a chance to see that a lot of people, they work at the hospital like more than 50 plus hours,
Mm.
and they barely have time for the family. So that's why back, since then I switched to CS major, like computer science after that. Yeah.
really?
And then because I'm also the guy who really love, playing around with the computers, because I'm
Yeah,
I'm a tech guy. Yeah, I love technology. Yeah.
that's awesome.
And then after that, just recently I saw a lot of like tech company, like big tech company like Apple, like Google, like Intel, and Netflix and all kind of stuff. You name it. Um, they start laying off a lot of people, a lot of employees. Like for example, Google, right? They
Yes.
let off like 12,000 people. Even the people who commit to work for them like more than 20 years, they still get let off. Yeah, and then right now it's so scary when people let AI like robot,
Yeah.
like they let
Yep.
AI to find a person that they want to fire, they want to let off. So it's so scary about that, right? So that's why I think that man, job is not secure anymore for me. It's not. I have no security in job anymore. So that's why I start to looking to be my own business on the side. Yeah. So that's why after that I switched to another major named MIS. It's kind of like one of the major in business administration. Yeah. So MIS just basically stands for management information system. So this
Okay.
major is more like combined between business and technology. You see what I mean? Because I'm a tech guy, so I want to keep the interest of my interest in tech, but also I want to be my own business on the side as a backup plan, right? A lot
Mhm.
of people out there, they only have one source of income because they only work for the company and only one source of income. And when they get let off, their life messed up, right? Their life gets screwed up, and then they cannot bring the food to the table, right? But then for me, since I'm still young, like you, like Helen, we're still young. We have much more time to prepare for our future. We cannot, even though we cannot predict our future, but we can prepare for our future. You get what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yes.
So that's why I see that, man, I'm still young. I mean, I will have more opportunity to take risks, to explore more about what's available out there. So that's why right now I'm going to college like full time. I have another part time job in school, so it's called work study. Yeah, and then in my spare
You
time,
work
I
at the
do
STEM center?
I work at a welcome center. Do you know that?
Oh, Welcome Center. Okay.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna work at the STEM center.
Oh, STEM center.
Starting. Yeah, I'm gonna start in a month. They need a. I put in the hire packet and everything, so now I'm just waiting to get hired. So that's good. I feel I'm in the same trajectory as you
Yeah. I
with
mean,
doing the job part time and school full time.
right, right, right. And then comparing to my other friends, so the difference is that most of my friends right now, they just only have school and jobs, and then the rest of the time they're just having fun. They just enjoy their life, right? They're just going over, go to bar, go to club, whatever.
Hmm.
But then for me, I want to delay the gratification. I want to
Mm.
delay that because I believe once I achieve, financial freedom, I can enjoy it later because I want to pay it first and then I play later, right? hmm So that's why rather than comparing to my friends, so they play now and then they pay it later, which is I don't want.
Yes.
I don't want that lifestyle.
Hmm. I
Maybe
completely
it's
agree.
I hope that can resonate with you. So that's why right now I'm not only going to school and will have a job, but also in my spare time I build my own business. Yeah, I build my own online business with the mentorship program that I have earned, and also I also helping other people like Helen. Yeah, and then other young students to build their own business as well. hmm So
So
so for
you're saying you already have a business set up?
Yeah. So
Wow.
right now I already have my own business, and my goal is that I'm not there yet. I'm not like actually financially independent, but my goal is I will after I get the degree in Mission College, and after that I'm gonna work on my bachelor degree in university, San Jose State University, and after that I might go to work for like 1 or 2 years, and then
Hmm.
I want to make my business become bigger, and I want to expand it bigger. So then when I have the income that I get from the business is much more than the active income that I get from my jobs, I'm going to walk away from the
Hmm.
job in the next 2 or 5 years. Yeah. And then I also have another goal is that I want to buy a house in the Bay Area before 30 before I'm 30 years old. hmm And then, after that, my long term goal is I want to impact other people.
Yeah.
I want to. There's saying called success is measured by how many lives are get better off because you leave. Have you heard of that saying before, Jacob?
Yeah, something of that line, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So for me, I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to just only go to work and make money and then just support myself or support my own family. For me, I want to I want to make money and also make time so that I can have more time with my family, more time to impact the world. You see my part, right? I want to support myself first, and then my family, and then the world later.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that's what I want. But before I want to impact the world, I have to make sure that I and my parents and also my family and so myself will have the good life first, and then after that I will have more time and more availability to impact other people to
Mhm.
help them to be successful like me. Yeah. hmm How about you? Like I heard that you want to impact other people, so you want to build a non-profit organization and help other people.
Yeah, I want to, or I wanted to create a nonprofit organization for
Mm-hmm.
meditation because meditation for me was a has been a beautiful life for like the last 3 years.
Right.
And I started with I really wanted to go to India and I
India.
wanted to go to the Himalayas or the
Mm.
Himalayan mountains, and I wanted
Mm.
to stay there. I wanted to stay there and become a yogi or become somebody who does yoga.
A
And
guru.
yeah, guru, yeah, of that nature.
Right.
And I realized I couldn't go. I couldn't go because my family was in need of me. I had responsibilities.
That's
My
true.
they were my mom was. I realized, do I want to do I want to do I want to go in search of God or do I want to find God here?
Mm.
And so I decided I'll find God here. And and
Right. Right.
it's such a journey and it's been such a journey for me. And so uh, I've seen in like this last year a switch in my ability to discipline myself and
Right.
also orientate my goals. I have a question that sometimes gets brought up in my daily life and
Go ahead.
also,
Mm.
yeah, uh, how do you making decisions when you make a decision and you're in the moment? What is your philosophy? What is your idea about choosing the best decision?
Mm. Mm.
Thinking
Okay.
about trying to make a decision.
That is a great question, to be honest. This is a great question. One of the great questions that I have ever heard today. Yeah, and then I'm glad that you asked that question. And before I want to answer your question, like let me ask, like, what makes you want to ask, that question, Jacob? Do you have any,
Yeah,
like struggle or like difficulty to making decision?
yeah. I tend to have two opposing ideas in my mind, whatever they be,
Mm.
and I'll reason out one of them, and then I'll reason out the other. But sometimes I get stuck because I see both a good and a negative in both of them, and so I get stuck trying to make the best decision, even when for instance, this is a little personal, but is it okay if I get personal? So usually my dad will say something to me and there's like this sense of anger that rises out of me that wants to say something. And there's this other part of me that says, no, you should just think, just understand what he's trying to tell you. And instead of reacting, uh, just just be in silence with yourself for a second and think. And I'll end up still getting angry. Like say something that's out of that isn't not necessary to say, and then I look back and I say, "Well, would be so much easier if I just said the other thing," but I don't see that in the moment.
Mm.
So in that sense, how do you make a decision?
Sure, that's great. That's a great scenarios and great example thinking. Yeah, it's more about critical thinking and also writing things down. Have you ever tried to articulate your thoughts by writing things down on the paper before?
Yes. I journal a lot. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
So for me, whenever I want to make a decision, I usually write it down. I don't want to put it in my mind only because it control. the two opposite like thoughts, because
Mhm.
it's very kind of like abstract and vague. Because but
Mhm.
once you write it down, you visualize it, and then you can see it directly. Now you can see the difference, the pros and the cons of the things that you want to make a decision. But until you write it down, you will see how I was in the same shoe like you before. Um, I was thinking about if I should quit my job or stay. Yeah, because my manager was terrible. Like he's just like like just how can I say, like tell everyone, ask me to do a lot of things in in the store, but then without paying me more, right?
Mhm.
But like with a very with a low paying, but he just asked me like, to do whatever he wants. And then I was thinking like, man, should I quit the job and find another one, find a nicer like manager, or I should stay? And then I was stuck for like a week because I just keep the my thinking in my mind, but without writing. But then when I met my mentor and asked for help, then he told me that you need to write things down. Sometimes writing things down can create magic, can help you articulate your thoughts better, and then also it helps you to really help you with critical thinking as well. Because when you write things down again, you'll have like a table, then the two columns, right? And then the first column is like the pros, I would say, and the second column is gonna be the cons, or you name it, right? So once you write it down, you'll see obviously like which one should you take the action. So so yeah, I mean, and also another thing about making a decision is based on critical thinking,
Đây.
which means that you have to collect the data. You have to ask yourself more question why. A lot of people, they just the vast majority out there, they're just doing things based on emotion,
Đây.
just based on whatever in front of them, but they never
Yes.
ask question
Yeah.
why they want to do that. Yeah, it's
Yes.
just based on the feeling good, but when they do it, it just makes them feeling good
Đây.
instead of make them get better. It's like feeling
Yeah.
better instead of getting them better. Yeah, you see the difference, right? So
Yeah.
feeling is just temporarily, but getting better is more solid,
Yeah.
more
Play now, pay later.
right. So that's why whenever I want to make a decision, I need to ask myself a lot of questions. Why I need to do those? Why? And then what's next? What's gonna be happen if I make that decision? What is the pros and what's the cons? What's the consequences of whatever decision that I make, right? Then after that, after I write down everything about why I do things, what's gonna happen? What's the consequences? I'm gonna make the key thing here. But the key thing here is that you have to write it down. Never put things in your mind and let it just like going around your mind and you never find the answer. It's very headache, because sometimes I'm making decision and just put into my mind. It's ruined my whole day. It ruins my whole
Yes.
day, man. It's very tired. Yeah. Sometimes.
I'm gonna go write in my journal after this because there's things I need to. It's funny you say that too because I've used to journal like every day, but for the past like since this semester started, I haven't touched my journal at all,
Oh,
and
really?
so there's a difference that I could tell. So using that,
Pretty, mhm. Pretty similar to what you're doing, like what you used to do, like writing journal. In this environment, like me and Helen's working right now, we work in the environment where at the end of the day, we usually write a journal, but our journal name accountability messages. That's something that we usually do by the end of the day. So it's kind of like journal as well. It's like we describe how a day's going, right? And then what a feeling, what did we achieve and what we missed, something like that. So I mean, later on in the process, I'm not sure if Helen tells you about the selection process in this opportunity.
the say that again.
The selection process, like 7 to 8 steps to
Oh,
qualify.
last time we are on a hurry, so that's why I haven't mentioned with him about it
Sure,
yet.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, right now, so I'm guessing like Helen and you met somewhere in Mission College, right? And then for some
Yeah.
reason like Helen introduced you about this opportunity, about this
Yeah.
business opportunity, but then maybe you guys were in hurry, so maybe Helen didn't have a chance to share with you much more about this business opportunity. Yeah.
Mhm.
hmm but like I said, uh, this opportunity they have the selection process like includes 7 to 8 steps, and the further you go in this process, the more you will learn about our values and our business concepts and values and what kind of activities that we do in here. So that might help you to achieve your own goals, achieve your own dreams.
Mm.
hmm Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You said
my
8 to 11 steps.
what do you say again?
You said it's 8 to 11 steps.
Yeah, it's
This
like
thing.
seven to 8 steps.
Yeah, I like to
Yeah,
hear it
yeah.
if you're gonna answer.
I will touch about that later on. But right now, I just wanna get to know more about your why. Like, what makes you interested in meeting us up today? Like, keep talking with Helen and discuss more about this opportunity. Like, what caught your interest so far?
I haven't really met somebody my age or around my age who is determined and talks in a way about God and about their life with uh, a sense of decency and respect. A lot of people, you said the same thing. They like to party, they like to have fun. Same thing. I see a lot of people, they want to have fun, and I find myself so isolated sometimes because that's just who I don't want to hang out with. And so I
Mm,
end up not hanging out with anybody at all. And uh, we're very social creatures, and I feel like I don't have as much people around me. I don't have a connection other than
mm,
my family, and my
right.
family is beautiful, but they're not my age. So I
Mm,
don't have friends or relations that I can grow upon with people.
right.
And Helen kind of just came to me, and so it was amazing. I was like, oh, this is an opportunity that's just landed in my lap, and a
Right.
friend who had landed in my lap. And I think I'm the most I'm interested in this is because of the networking, and
Yeah.
I know I could learn a lot, and I could probably learn the same things elsewhere, like online, but the
Right.
people, this is more important, and so that's what I think. Yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm interested in the opportunity.
Mm. I
Yeah.
understand. I understand because you know what? It's very funny when I what you just shared really resonate with me because like really exactly like me before when I came here to the US. I didn't have any less friends. I have very didn't have friends, and I just very feel lonely because I didn't see anybody around my age that can relate with me, because back then I was a kind of person who was very introvert. I
Mm.
really introvert to the point that every time you walk into the classes, you will see me at the end of the corner of the classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
I'm gonna be the quiet, the most silent people, the most silent student in the room. And when to the point that the teacher asked me some questions, like I stutter. I'm gonna be, stuttering, and it's gonna be shaking my whole body, shaking my legs, and a lot of things like that. I was very introvert and close-minded. Yeah, and then I was really feel scared because of I didn't have anybody to relate with, to connect with, right? Until I start pushing myself out there, like out of my comfort zone, and start, like you said, like I start networking. I start meeting new people to explore about new opportunities. So that's when sometimes on our campus and off campus they usually have some kind of like the events called networking events or career fair,
Yeah.
job fair,
Mm.
right? I usually go there, and then there was one day I met one person who is my mentor, and I met him through kind of like a workshop. It's called entrepreneurship workshop. Yeah, and then through that workshop, I was really amazed by the way that my mentor was speaking. Like the speaker on that day was my mentor right now. So I was really amazed by the way that my mentor is speaking in front of like 400 people. I mean, that's a lot of my audience, right? And then I was really amazed by, his lifestyle. So he also, like me, came to the US when he was 19. He was, go to mission college as well, like us. Go to mission college, study full time. And so, like, he also worked as a Vietnamese pho restaurant for like 50
Yeah.
plus hours. I mean, per week. I never worked up to that much hours, man. Many hours, right? I mean, it's even though it's very tired, but then it's very tiring. But then in his spare time, he also tried to push himself, to build his own asset, his own business on the side. So then only after 2 years, when he was 21 or 22 years old, he retired himself from the jobs. He walked away from
Mhm.
a job because you know what? You know why? Because the income that he gets from the business can help him to overlap from the active income that he get from the pho restaurant, right? So that he can walk away from the job. And then only after maybe 3 or 4 years, when he was 24, 25 years old, he started retiring his dad, his mom in Vietnam. And then after that, he sponsored his mom come to the US and live with him. I mean, that's so crazy, right? Even though right now I'm 24 years old, but then my parents still go to work. They still have to go work 9 to 5, like every day, literally every day in Vietnam right now. So I feel like, man, my mentor has something that I want to have as well. I want to pursuing him, right? And then just recently, he just bought a $1 million house. You know, housing Beirut is very expensive, right?
Yeah, very expensive.
Very, very expensive, to be honest. But then he is able to buy that house, and you know, I was like, wow, how come like from the moment that I realized that how come that this guy he can retire himself from the very young age, like 21 years old, and then to the point that he can retire his mom, his dad, and then also buy a house. I mean, wow, what a lifestyle! What
Hmm.
kind of like what an achievement, right? But I was like, man, what was he doing? I mean, I'm so curious, right? I mean, what kind of success is that? How can he have a quick result like that? I was a bit, hesitate as well because I barely
Yeah.
see anyone has that kind of result, that kind of achievement before, like
Hmm.
accomplishment. And
Yeah.
then you know what? After the meeting, I mean, I came up to him and rush into him and ask for his time to ask a couple more questions. I'm like, hey, my mentor's name is Phil, by the way. So hey, Phil, I'm just like curious, like, how come you can retire yourself at the age of 21? It's so young, because most of the people I know is they retire themselves in the 60s, right? Right? Have you ever know anybody like retired that young age before, like 21, 22?
Not in person, no. You see them
Right in person,
online, but
right?
no, not in person. Until you
Not
see it
in
in person,
person,
then you could really believe it. Yeah.
right, right. But me, I mean, have I have been watching a lot of video on YouTube, and I saw 10% person, but there was that chance that I met that person in person, right? In reality, right? And then I ask them questions like, how come you have what kind of like secret sauce? Like how kind of like,
Yeah.
tips that you can, retire yourself at that young age. I would, and then I'm saying like, you know what, like whatever you're doing, as long as it's legal, as long as ethical or moral. I mean, I'm down with everything that you're gonna tell me, right?
Hmm.
So and then he started telling me that, you know what, young boy, young guy or something like that. You know what? A lot of people like you came up to me and asked me the same questions, like, how can I get the result, that kind of result? How can they get the same result like my mental field did, right? And then the majority of them, the vast majority of them, they only want a quick result. They just want to come and ask, and then do the work right, like right away. They want a quick result. They have the mentality called microwave mentality.
Microwave mentality. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to
I
like
heard that.
get things fast, let things like quick money. They want quick money, but without putting any effort to do it, without
Hmm.
taking any risk, or like making failures, making mistakes. Go through a lot of like obstacles and challenges in order to willing to do that, right? And then another thing is that my mentor it's very strange because he didn't look for any specific talent or skill set from me because he believed that skill sets can be trained, can be improved, and can be learned over the time, right? But what he's really looking for is my attitude and my character. Yeah,
I think that too.
yeah. If I am a catapult person, am I a catapult person? Am I a people who have the right attitude, have the right character to work with him? Because let me ask you this question. Let's say a person who have a best degree in math, right? And then when he comes to work, he always arrive late. He always come to work late. And then you can guess like the consequence of this guy, right? He's gonna get fired soon, right?
Mhm.
Right. So you
Yeah.
agree with me that no matter how great you are at school, but if your character is not good, your attitude is not good, you're not gonna go anywhere in life,
Yeah.
even jobs. So yeah, I mean, for some people, I know that they have they do great job in communication class, but then when they come home, they barely talk with their parents. They barely talk with their wife, with their kids. They really suck at it because they just it's just theory they learn from the school. They're just looking for the title, but they cannot like, apply it in real life. Some people they have a really good grade in math, but then they suck at doing budgeting, right? So yeah, I mean, a lot of people have a great achievement in school, but then they really suck at in life. Yeah, they have the A grade in class and they have the F grade in in life. So
I
yeah,
hear you.
so that's why it's something I really interested in what my mentor doing right now. Yeah. So yeah, I mean so far, and then that's why he offered me a selection process to really evaluate if a person like me will be able to qualify to be his mentee, to be his business partner, right?
Mm.
So there's 7 steps, and then there each step he's gonna educate me about the business concept, about the mindset of an entrepreneur. He also teach me a
Mm.
lot of stuff relating to spiritual, like the book that I said, like I told you about the secret. I think Helen will
Mm.
will share with you later on. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, he wants to educate me about the mindset, right? The mindset first, and then also trying to build more trust with me because without trust, we cannot work with each other for a long term, right?
Mm.
Let me ask you. Let's say that Leo and Jacob are stranger on the street. And then one day I came to you and I asked, "Hey Jacob, let's go watch movie with me, or let's play, sport with me. Would you go with me?"
No.
No, right? Because we didn't have the trust there yet. We didn't build the
Mm.
trust. So that's why my mentor wants to build the trust along the way, and also want to evaluate if I have the great attitude, the great character to partner with. Because
Mhm.
because in this business, once you qualify to be his mentee or to become my business partner, me, Helen, and also my mentor is gonna help you to build your own business later on. Help you to build to kind of like they have the mentorship program called 360-degree mentorship, which means that my mentor will teach me how to handle my life first, handle my school, family, job, marriage, and friendship, all kind of stuff. He want to help me to handle those things first, and then after that, he will help me to build my own business later on. Because for him, he believed that if he cannot coach a person in life, which means that he cannot coach that person in business,
Mhm.
right? Because life is our this for example, this is our life circle, right? And then this is the business outside of the circle. He had to
Mhm.
help you to, you know, handle everything in the circle first, and then gradually, like slowly, put the business into that circle. Yeah. So that's why I really see that wow, this opportunity is really about putting people in front of the profit. A lot of business opportunity out there. They always put the profit in front of people. They just want to get people in and then tell people to go make money for them, right?
Mm.
But then in here,
Yes.
I realized that man, like my mentor, like he's a multimillionaire right now, so he just wanna help to build me up, to build myself up, to become an adult, right? From the boy to an adult, to be
Yeah.
more responsible for my future, for my family. And then after that, when I become more responsible, when I become more mature, he's gonna teach me how to build my own business so I can have a more secure life. I can have a second source of income, right? To back up my life as a backup plan,
Mm.
right? Yeah. So that's kind of like my journey. It took me like only 3 months to finish the selection process. Yeah. He gave me book. He gave me podcast to for me to educate myself, and also a lot of way he teach me a lot of stuff in life as well about spiritual, how to how to meditate as well. How to say something to yourself when you're alone, right? There's something called the power of the spoken word.
Hmm.
There's actually a book about that as well. So a lot of people right now, so this life is basically all kind of like negatives every day, and negativity always come to you every day, right? But the thing is that you have to learn how to dilute it. You cannot remove it because it's something that's part of life already. You cannot remove it. The only thing you can dilute is what? Do you know this? Do you know how to dilute the negativity?
Positivity.
Positivity.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. Yeah, you got this. So the way how to dilute it by putting yourself more positivity every day, by reading books, by hang around with the right environment, with the positive environment, and be in the right mentorship program, and hang around with the right person. Do you know that you are the average of 5 people,
Yes, sir.
of your friends? There's a book called The Compound Effect. Yeah. So the author saying that you are the average of your 5 friends. So if you can show me your uh, five your friends, 5 people in your friends, I will tell you what kind of person you are based on their personality.
Hmm.
Yeah. So this is really a great book about that, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot values and mindsets and skill set from this business opportunity. You know what? Before I was like you. Before I was exactly like you, Jacob. I was like this, and then just listening to people, like just always listening. I never barely talk with people. Yeah, I don't have the gut. I don't have the confidence, to speak up my own voice, right? But then thanks to this, my public speaking improve the way that I share the message to the other people, and how to talk with your parents and family, and how to thinking more about the future, how to thinking more for my parents as well. Yeah, before because back then I only kind of a boy, you know, and just learn running around, playing, have fun, and only look at the things in front of me. But I never think about 5 years ahead and 10 years ahead, right? So that's what my version before. But then now look at this. This is the whole progress of me, of myself changing to a better version of myself. So if I can do it, I believe that you can do it too, Jacob.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful that you're talking to me because a lot of things you're saying, I tell myself them, but then to hear it from somebody else is something like it's like a great reminder from like a friend, and like I don't get that a lot, so it's amazing. So
Right,
thank you,
right.
thank you.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing, like, let me ask you a quick question, like, so what's your plan so far, like?
It was an idea that I found myself very involved in, and I was planning out which schools I was going to go to. I was going to go to my high school, and then I was going to go to the high schools around that district. And I was seeing within 2023, I wanted to get to 100 schools, and then 100 within 100 when with till 2028, when 2028 hit, I wanted to get to all 50 states in the United States.
Mm. I think the Wi-Fi he has some problem
Oh
with
yeah,
Wi-Fi. Yeah, his
Hello?
Wi-Fi is really lag right now. Yeah.
okay. We're all good. Okay,
Can you hear me now?
but yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
But
Sorry about that.
no, 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 it's okay. Um, the thing is, it was idea that was put out in steps and procedures, but I felt that I didn't have the right knowledge. Like I was stepping into something
Right.
that I'm, I was unprepared for. I didn't bring any weapon. I didn't
True.
bring. any soldiers with me. So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
the only reason I kind of halted with it. And I I still believe that it's sitting there and I will be able to use it when I get the right information, the right knowledge.
Right. Right. You're right. So yeah, I mean, like everybody that have has their own goal, has their own dream, but then do they realize that the vehicle that they're using right now not really lead them to the goal, the destination that they want? For example,
Mhm,
right now, right? So you said like your destination is the point B, right? The point B
mhm,
is you want to make the non
mhm,
expand or expand that organization to different states in the U.S., right? So this is the point B. But then how about your point A? What are you doing right now? What kind of a vehicle
mhm,
that helps you to reach that point B, right? A lot of people right now, very young people, they always dream big, which is a great thing. But then the vehicle that they're using right now is just going to school.
mhm,
So they told me that that the point B is they want to have a good life. They want to have a more stable life, right? A good income. They want to have more time for the family. But then I kind of I wonder how come like the point A of them is just go to school because school only like generate employees who only go to work and make money but never make a life. A lot of people they just go to school, get a degree, and then after get a jobs and like make a living, but they forget to make a life. So which means that the vehicle right now cannot lead them to the point B that they want. But then they cannot forecast it, they cannot foresee it, they cannot predict like, man, right now the vehicle that they're doing right now is not gonna lead them to the point B that they want. So I'm not sure if that like if you are the same thing, because I believe that as long as you pick the right vehicle, the right vehicle to use right now in the present, then this is gonna help you to move to the point B sooner or
mhm.
later, right? So let me ask you this question: from where you living right now, Chico?
San Jose.
San Jose. Okay, so from San Jose, if you want to go to, let's say, Los Angeles or like Las Vegas, what's you gonna choose? Airplane or like cars? Which one do you choose?
Yeah, airplane, car, airplane. Yeah,
Airplane,
airplane.
right? Airplane's gonna be faster. But then some people they choose cars. Yeah, because they didn't really clear about what they really want, right? A lot of people they just I want to go to school, I want to go to school, get a grade A, but then they didn't think that, man, like, how about the end goal? What's the end goal? The end goal is they want to have more time, more money to enjoy with family, right? But then they didn't realize about this plan B. I mean, like this point B. They just right? They barely see the future, so that's why they just
Mhm,
keep using the wrong vehicle. That's not good. Which not gonna give them the plan that they want, the goal that they want. Yeah. So that's why I want to ask you, like, what, like, so right now you have the plan that you want to have a non-profit organization, but then how about your vehicle right now? What do you think about that vehicle? The vehicle at the point A.
yeah. My vehicle right now is inexistent. I
It's
got scared,
unassisted.
to be honest. I got scared. I messaged out the people who would help me, um, because it was going to be with virtual reality goggles and meditation. So I reached out to the people who would supply me with the virtual reality headset, and they never got back to me. And kind of that made me come back in my shell, and that was the last of it. And my school didn't reply to me, and that gave me that like lowered my self to that. So I
Right.
understand I don't have a vehicle. My vehicle is a bicycle right now because it's not even going in the right direction. School is this way,
Mm.
while the this is out here, and so it's not going. It's not a straight line.
Right. Right. Yeah. Because my mentor usually tell me that you know effort is decision is more important than effort. Yeah, that's things like that. Can you still hear me, Jacob?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a little
Okay,
choppy though.
yeah, you're a lot of like, but yeah, I mean, decision is way more important than effort. You know why? Because let's say you are you are driving from point A to point B, and you're driving 100 or like 200 miles per hour. But then, can you guess like what's gonna happen if you drive to the wrong direction, right? So you're gonna go into nowhere, even though you're trying very hard, right? Can you still hear me, Chico?
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay. Is that an internet issue?
Wait, I can't hear you yet. Let's see.
Can you hear me right now?
A little bit, but it's choppy.
I can barely hear you,
Can
Jacob,
you?
because your Wi-Fi has some problem.
Hello, Jacob. Can you hear me now?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Uh,
we can hear you, but I don't see your face.
This is real choppy.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you guys can hear me, I do have to start leaving soon. I have a Toastmasters event that I'll be doing with a couple individuals. So we can end it here just because I know it's going to keep on being choppy. But I want to thank Leo for what he's
no
done
problem.
today. And because you gave me a lot of information that I can actually absorb and I can use today.
Yeah.
So thank you.
No
And
problem.
if you guys, I'll talk with Helen more because we're gonna keep on talking on and off. And Leo, if I can maybe get your contact later on. But if you guys have any other events or want to ever have another communication call, please let me know. It's really nice talking to you guys, and it's nice
Yeah,
to grow with you guys.
yeah. Actually, sometimes we usually have a meditation club or a sport day. Like we usually play basketball. So I'm not sure if you would like to attend, join with us as well in the future.
Okay, yeah. If Helen could give me the information, that'd be good.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like so let me ask you a quick question. Like what time you have to go right now? What time you have to go or right now? Or?
Oh, I have to go in. It starts at 5:15.
Okay,
So you have to
sure.
drive, or you attend at home, attend on Zoom at home, or you go to somewhere, or that's okay. Let me come back. Đợi chị lát nha. Chị hỏi em.
Hello, can you hear me, Jacob?
Here I am, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it looks nicer.
Okay, awesome. I got my phone.
Okay, yeah. Your phone seems looks nicer, like high quality.
Yeah,
I don't
something
know why.
happened. I don't know what's happening with the Wi-Fi. I really apologize.
No
Maybe
problem.
it's
No
the
problem.
wrong area, but yeah.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, I know that I know that you might have to go right now, but then I'm guessing that you might have some interested, in this business opportunity, because along the way we also want to give you some books and podcasts and to for you to learn more about this business concept. And the point is that we don't want to, we don't need like the candidate like you to fully understand the book, but then you just need to get the general idea, like what kind of business concept that we're doing right now. And then once you finish the book, we're gonna hop up on another Zoom meeting on another day, so we can help you to go over to explain the book for you one more time to make sure that you understand everything. Yeah. So that's also one of the goal of the meeting today. So yeah,
Yeah.
like so right now, like what, how many units you have right now in this semester?
17 right now.
17. Okay,
Yeah.
17, and you have job as well, right? Or
Yes.
no? Okay, so you have school and jobs, right? So let me ask you, like, do you have any, like, every day, do you have 2 or 3 hours, extra hours to learn, about this opportunity?
I'm thinking right now. I'm trying to see if I really do. If I really want to squeeze this into everything,
Mm,
because
So
there's a lot of things. There's family. It's not just school, and I do have a
right,
busy schedule.
I understand. Yeah.
yeah, so actually that the book is about 200, around 200, um around
Not
200,
really,
yeah,
200, but like 100 something, because he's already, like, what kind of material that you gave him, Helen? You gave
I did
Jacob?
I did give him a white entrepreneur, but
Oh, one entrepreneur.
yeah,
Okay, okay. So after you finish the one entrepreneur, like, what do you learn so far? Like, what is the most takeaway, biggest takeaway you
Delay
have?
gratification.
Delayed gratification. Same,
Yeah,
same.
and because I see that I can do better job at that.
Right,
Can
right.
delay my gratification better. But
Hmm.
that's the number one key takeaway. Um, I would be able to read the book. I don't think it'd be a problem. But
Right.
I feel like I'm not convinced in that I want to join the program or anything.
Mm,
I don't necessarily want to be like I don't want to be mentored. I don't feel as though like that's
mm,
not something I want to do. But
right. Understand. Hmm.
what is the book about? And what is the book about? Is it the secrets book or is it a different book?
It's a different book. But I mean, right up until this point, we're not, trying to, like, convince you or doing it, or like, persuade you and doing anything yet, because you didn't know much about this opportunity yet, right? So that's why we had a selection process, and we can, you can take time, I mean, to discuss, to explore more about this program, and then after that, if you learn enough, if you know enough, you will make the decision later. Yeah, I don't want you to make the decision to the thing that you never know. You barely know anything about it, right? It's very risky, right? So yeah, so that's why up to this point, we just want to give you some more information through the books and through the podcast, and hopefully, if whatever you learn from the books that align with what you're doing right now, align with your dreams, then you can make the decision later on. You get
Okay.
what I mean, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I'll be happy with the book and the podcast. Yes, and we can go
sure.
from there.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I mean, hopefully later on we can have our own group chat, and maybe later on, Helen can send you the book after we discuss with each other, and then we'll make the decision later on. Okay,
All right.
Jacob. I know
Thank you,
you have
Leo.
to go right now, but it's great talking to you, Jacob, and it was
Thank,
really nice talking to a person who really kind of like same-minded, like same like-minded, same interest as well. So it's really cool. Hmm.
thank you, Leo. I hope to get you. I hope to get to know you way better because I
Sure.
know we
Yeah.
didn't talk a lot about things, but
Right.
I appreciate your time and energy because it takes a lot, especially a young person who wants to do something.
Right.
So thank you for taking your time out of your day. I really
Right.
appreciate it.
Likewise. Likewise. Right.
And thank you, Helen. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And
So yeah.
thank you. Have
I
a
know
good
you go out of
day.
your way too to do this
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah. I'm gonna to test you and then talk to you later. about
Okay.
more about that.
Okay, sure,
Yeah.
no problem.
If you have any question, just text me, and then I'm gonna to answer your question. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Enjoy
Leo.
with your
You
meeting.
guys
Yeah.
take care.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.